Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool arcade game repair video for you this evening. So a guy brought by 6 arcade games for us to fix a few days ago. And I tried to do what Ronnie wanted me to do. I tried to make a list. And I'm going to tell you why I don't make lists. Because I tried to ask him about each game and what was wrong with them. You're not going to believe what he said. So, the ARKANOID was one of them. Let's see what he said about the ARKANOID. He said he couldn't remember what was going on with the ARKANOID. Alright, so then I asked him about the Galaga. He said no sound, the buttons were kind of sticky, and the screen wasn't quite right. And then the Miss Pac-Man, he said it was loud and the screen had problems. And then the Neo Geo, which is over there, he said the Neo Geo was dead. The NBA Jam, he couldn't remember what was wrong with it. And the Blitz screen, question mark. So all that to say, you know what's wrong with these machines? They're broke. I can't make lists. The people don't know what's wrong with them. They're not going to tell me, yeah, C18's bad on the monitor chassis. Also, your 12 volt was a little low on the ARKANOID. I mean, they don't know. If they knew, they wouldn't bring them here. The people have no idea. All they know is they can't play the things. So, they're broke. I've got to look them all over anyway. So it doesn't matter what's wrong with them. They're all broke. Broke, broke, broke. So, I thought we'd start with the ARKANOID. I don't know how many we're going to fix on this video. But the ARKANOID, I think he claims something's going on with the sound. I don't know. We're going to pull it out. We're going to plug it in and see what happens. All right, I got it plugged in. Let me move my spare wheel out of the way here. They knocked that off when they were moving it. And also, this guy doesn't want to spend much money. He's on a budget. He's got 6 games here. So I'm not going to go through and, fix every little thing on him. Because he doesn't have much money that actually for some kind of youth thing that he's doing. So I'm just going to get him to work. All he wants me to do is to get him to work. I'm not going to do much with the cosmetics. I'm not going to fool with the monitors unless I have to. He does want me to get all the lights to work on the top. And get them playing good is all I'm supposed to be doing. I've got strict orders. All right, so we got it plugged in. Cabinet's in pretty rough shape, really. There's what's left of the back door. Let's see if this switch does it. Nope. Little interlock here. Sounds like something's coming on. There's my power supply over there. There's my board. It's got a little cheapo monitor in it. A little no-name something. Some kind of Cortec probably. All right, so it appears that we're on. He told me there was no sound. I hear sound. Switch hands here. There's nothing wrong with this game. Come on now. Now he's just wasting my time. Well, I'm gonna try to adjust the monitor. It's pretty crappy looking, really. Let's see if we can make it look a little bit better. Definitely needs some brightness. Let me get my mirror. That's a lot better already, really. Let's see if I can find a contrast. Well, that's about all I got with the brightness. But it's filthy, so I'm going to take the bezel off and clean it, and that'll help a lot too. They didn't even have that clamped down. That's weird. You can tell how dirty it is. And it's got kind of a haze on it. Nobody's cleaned it in a long time. Thinking about leaving the tint off there because it doesn't really have much burn in. The monitor won't get very bright. It may look better without the tint. Kind of in a weird mood today. You're not going to believe what happened earlier. I was trying to work on a golden tee. I came in early today, thinking I'm going to have a real productive day. All day yesterday, I've been working on a golden tee board. I finally got the golden tee board to work, which is a problem. You know, there's surface mount chips and all this. Special video cards. You got to make sure you got the right hard drive. It took me all day yesterday to mess with this golden tee. I finally figured it all out, the golden tee board. So today, I decided I'm gonna come in early. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock that golden tee out. I'm gonna do all the cosmetics. I'm gonna rebuild the monitor. It's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna kick that golden tee's butt. So I got here like 3 hours early. I go to put the golden tee board in the cabinet. I got it all mounted in the cabinet. I go to swap the power supply because it had an old crusty power supply in it. I pick up the power supply, unhook it. Guess what I did? I dropped the freaking power supply right on the golden tee board that I spent all day yesterday working on. And I broke a chip off one of the big surface mount chips. And now the board is pretty much useless. And that was the start of my day. So I'm hoping this one will go a little bit easier. I think that monitor looks a lot better without the tint. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the buttons while I got the control panel off so they're making good connection. Couldn't believe that golden tee board though. I never do anything like that. So I guess I was overdue. Happy birthday to me. Today's my birthday. All right, I filed all the buttons. Look at this crap. They didn't even... Come on now, they don't even have any bolts. Well, I gotta find a nut and a bolt for that one. Give me a minute. Get my pliers. goes. Got this whole thing kind of rigged up here on this spinner. I'm trying to figure it out here. I've never seen it mounted that way like that before. It's just kind of suspended there. See how this moves? I've never seen it mounted to the side like that. It's working though. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to secure that better. I'll be back. All right, we got that spinner mounted a little bit better. Let's see what's going on with the Marquee Light. He really wants the Marquee Lights to work. Well, there's no bulb in it, so that could be a problem. So I guess I should have mentioned this earlier. This is a Super Pac-Man cabinet. And these Bally Midway ballasts are bad about going bad. They're bad about going bad. And when they go out, it'll blow the light bulb. If the ballast is bad, the light bulb will just immediately blow. So, you know, our chances are 50-50. I may put a bulb in there and it might work, or I may put it in there and it'll immediately blow. We'll see. Usually when the bulb's already out, somebody's already been messing with it, but we'll see. Well, I guess I got lucky on that one. I always like to turn it off and back on to see if it comes back on again, just to test the starter. That's why I do that, to test the starter. Starter just crumbled to pieces. These starters, they get brittle. Those plastic ones like that. We put the metal ones back in. That's weird. I usually don't do that. All right. Guess I had a bad bulb. China. But I think I'm about to change the ballast anyway. You hear that buzzing sound? That humming sound? The ballast is humming. That's why they didn't have a bulb in there. So let's take that out. Just about all these Pac-Mans, midway games, you gotta change the ballast anymore. This is the ballast. Let's see if we can go over here. So you just got a wire going into this side, snip. Wire going into this side, snippy snip. 1/4" bolt. Wire cutters, splice, snip, splice, do a little twisty twist. Get your wire over here. I usually like to do away with this wire nut there. See how there's, I don't like 2, 3 connections. I'll just cut it over there. That way you got one less connection. Less connections, the better, in my opinion. And you run your little electrical tape around it. Now we go back. And we're going back. And we're going to turn. Super quiet now. All right, so now all we're going to do is we're going to test the power supply, make sure the 5 is good. And then we're going to test play it, and we're going to consider that done. It's always good to check your power actually on the board. You don't really want to check it over here on the power supply, because by the time it gets through these connections and goes through those wires and comes through this connector, it may be losing some voltage. So it's good to check it on a board somewhere. A lot of times you can check them on a cap if you're careful and don't short it out. So let's see here. guess I really should have used the tripod. This is turning into a whole thing. There we go. 5.2 is good. I usually go a little over 5.1, 5.2, so that's fine. All right. So I am going to take this connector off, the edge connector, and I'm going to clean it and put it back on, because he said something about the sound. Sound's working fine for me, but maybe there could be a bad connection here, so I'm going to take that off and look at it. All right, let's try to play a game. I cleaned the edge connector in the back. Everything seems fine. I don't think there was anything wrong with the sound. I think he just forgot what the heck was going on. He acted like they'd been sitting in his trailer for like 4 or 5 months, and he finally brought him down here. He's putting them in a church or a youth group or something, so he doesn't want to spend too much money on them. And he doesn't care about the cosmetics, but I think I got the monitor looking pretty good. I think I need to oil the spinner a little bit. See, I'm gonna blame that on the spinner. It's all the spinner's fault. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I like to leave it kind of at the volume they have it set at. Shouldn't have got that because I don't think the laser helps me much. That wasn't very good. Well, everything works pretty good on it. I got to oil that spinner a little bit. And that should be that. I'm going to let it run for a day or so. Set it off to the side, and we'll start on another one. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Tune in next time. We might tackle the Galaga and the Miss Pac-Man next, since they're next in line. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.